Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Monday to you, everybody. I hope you had an enjoyable day, despite the fact that it was an extremely breezy day across much of our area. And of course, our Sunday was also the similar setup as well. So, of course, there's some good news coming out as we are going to say farewell to the winds this upcoming week. However, though, we're going to talk about the possibility of some more higher gusts as with the potential for some severe weather. It looks like that continues to increase for our Thursday. But again, for the rest of today, if you are now coming home from work or watching this at a later time, you know it has been cold and chilly. So maybe for dinner, fix something warm. Go ahead and throw the pot of stew on for you as you are watching us right now. Temperatures are staying in the 40s. Lots of sunshine out there tonight. Again, our winds are going to be shifting from the northwest to the north, shifting from 15 to diminishing to 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. Of course, something I want to keep in mind, I know a lot of you have probably been trying to get your planting started. If you do have plants outdoors, bring them in because the hard freeze is likely overnight this evening. So once again, this is kind of typical. We get this every year right around this time frame as we're going in from season to season. Our overnight lows are going to fluctuate here over the next several weeks. So just keep that in mind. Yes, spring has been in effect for roughly a week now, but again, you don't want to have any vegetation or plants. Also, remember your pets too, bring them inside because they also, yes, they have that fur on them, but again, it does not protect them well enough where that they are going to stay warm enough outside. So be sure to bring your pets in and your plants as well. Moving on ahead now to your Tuesday. Once again, we're going to remain variably cloudy tomorrow, near normal high temperatures for our afternoon with just a mostly cloudy day and no rain is expected. We have a cold front that's going to be approaching our area by the time we get towards midweek. Like I've already mentioned to you a second ago, our highs again in the low to mid 50s, overnight lows in the 30s. So not as cold as it'll be tomorrow night, but still rather chilly as you are going to be out late in the evening hours. So once again, make sure you have your plants in tomorrow night too, as well as your pets, but just keep that in mind. Area-wide temperatures, again, staying very cool with the cloud cover over effect. So just keep that in mind. We may see a few breaks of sunshine, but again, most areas are going to remain variably to mostly cloudy. Highs in the low 40s to the low to mid 50s everywhere you go from Rocky Mount. I keep saying Roanoke because the border of Franklin County is just north of right there from Rocky Mount down to Medicine. So pretty much we're going to be seeing what you get is the case. But the good news is there's going to be little wind out there. So that'll be the noticeable thing as you are getting your week for your Tuesday. Let's talk about this busy week we have ahead of us. So once again, we'll have our clouds conditions for Wednesday, mild temperate. Wednesday will begin the transition process. We're not going to see any rain in the daytime, but it'll be variably cloudy, warm and a little breezy out there, but nothing to the extent with the high winds. So by no means either highest temperatures in the 60s, lows in the mid 50s. It's not until later Wednesday night we do begin to see that rain moving in. That's why there's giving a 20% chance on that day as well. Let's talk about Thursday. This has been the talk for a few days now. Obviously, the concern with this storm that's coming through, we have a number of severe complex storm systems that will be impacting much of the Mid-South and the Central Plains states later on Wednesday. And then again, that same storm system is going to be pushing in our area later Wednesday and through much of Thursday. So the main concern with any of this, it looks like there's going to be high winds. That's why we've got a caution symbol in your windy icon. And again, our warm temperature. So if you remember last week, we had that possible, chance of some severe weather. We unfortunately did see a little bit of that tornado action take place. There could possibly be a chance of that too. So just keep that in mind as you are making your way on Thursday. So again, severe weather is likely with a chance of some possible spin ups. Can't be ruled out either. But again, main concern will be those high winds. Later Thursday in the day, that we'll begin to see the diminishing of the severe weather threat. Moving in, our area highs go from the 70s to the 40s. Friday will be windy again as the storm system will be pushing out of our area as our temperatures are going to go from the 70s to the 60s. So this ain't a dramatic, kind of like we see during the winter months where we get from, 50 degrees one day and then 30s the next. I'm not talking about a drastic cold snap, but again, relatively mild. Again, same story on our Saturday with calmer conditions, a mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows again will be cooling off once more. So just keep all of these in mind. And just another reminder, as you know, last week we reported to you, and over the weekend we had a number of fires we had some structure fires, even had some woodland fires as well. I'm going to keep reminding you the burn ban does continue for the rest of this month and going into April. Again, you can't do any burning until after 4, and now since we have an elevated fire risk through this past weekend and tomorrow, just keep in mind it would be advised not to do any burning. Yes, it's not going to be windy. However, since it's been dry for a few days now, obviously it doesn't take much for those fires to quickly start escalating once again. So once a reminder, after 4 p.m. However, though, I would just prohibit any burning. I would not take the risk, as you know, Luis has been out everywhere the last several nights, reporting to some fires, and of course, radio traffic has been coming in too. So, other than that, again, Class 3 misdemeanor is the concern, and then again, a $500 fine. Remember, no burning with any grasslands, open fields, no matter if it is sunny or not, and if it's windy. Just do not take that risk, because then you're going to be in trouble. And then, of course, you're going to have other vigils' lives putting out their risk as they're trying to put out those fires as well. So other than that, I want to keep in mind that we're going to see the calm conditions continue through Wednesday. That chance of severe weather is increasing and looking very likely as we make our way towards Thursday. The main concern, again, is gusty winds. Flash flooding can't be ruled out either. And then again, the possibility of a spin up and/or tornado cannot be ruled out, as we're now entering that time of year where the severe weather season is underway. So do enjoy the rest of tonight. Stay warm. Remember to bring in your pets and your plants. We'll have one more cold night ahead, but it does appear that it looks like we're going to make a gradual warm up by the weekend. Do stick around here with us. We have a lot more great local programming. As always, we appreciate your company and thank you for your support, as we are the only BTW21 newscast in Martinsville, Henry County, every day at 5 p.m. We're pleased to announce that as well. Stick around. We'll have more next.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.